Hello there and welcome to this Literacy Shed Adobe Express Digital Challenge. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to create a web page film review on any film that you've been studying recently. Now, if you need free Adobe Express accounts for your school, just follow the link that's at the bottom of the screen right now. And there you'll also find out about the other free things we do for schools like live lessons, teacher training, and lesson packs. Right, let's get on with the challenge. Here we are on the Adobe Express homepage, and to create our film review, scroll down and click on the green tile that says Build a Web Page. Now then, when the web page editor opens up, you'll be able to start from a template if you like, or you can just create from scratch like I'm going to do now by clicking on the Create from Scratch button on the bottom right hand corner. Right, type in a title and a subtitle. And as a background to our header, let's find a suitable image. So click on the little plus icon on the bottom of your screen and choose photo. And then use the image search to find a suitable image and add it to the background of your header. Now might be a good time to think about our web page theme as well. So click on the magic wand icon on the top right hand side and you can choose from these preset Adobe Express themes. Now you can always change these later, but you'll probably see one that matches the style or the theme or the mood of your film just by scrolling through them here. There we go. Right, we're ready to start putting our film review in place. Now you can see at the bottom of the screen it says scroll to start writing your story. So scroll down as if you're visiting the website and it's going to pop this panel up asking you what you'd like to add first. So in this tutorial we're going to mainly be using the split layout. So click on that and you can see it gives you underneath your header a left-hand side where you can add an image and the right-hand side where you can add a selection of things, including text. Now then, if you've got your text in another digital document like I've got here, then you can just copy and paste your first section. So my first section is about the story. You can copy and paste that in, or you could type it in if you've just got it handwritten in an exercise book. Hey, I hope you're having fun so far. Now then, teachers, if you'd like a printable PDF mapping these skills to the NCCE Teach Computing curriculum, just follow the link that's at the bottom of the screen right now and we'll send that straight over to you. Okay, back to the challenge. Now this word story here is a title, so I'm going to click on it and you'll see you have these options. You can choose header 1, which will be a large title. Header 2 is smaller, and then you've also got a quotation option, or you can click on it again to switch it off and turn it back to standard paragraph text. Now I quite like that header 1, that looked great. You could also center it if you like to. So there we go, I've got my story and I've written my first part of the review there underneath. Right, let's get an image over on the left hand side that matches what we're talking about on this side. So the beginning of the movie, we see Alma walking down a snowy street. So let's look for snowy street. Let's see if we get something. Oh, great. Here we go. And I'm going to go for this one. Looks a bit spooky. And Alma definitely is a little bit of a spooky film. Right, so that's my first section done. So now, you've probably guessed it, I'm going to scroll down and it's going to pop this panel up again and ask me, right, what do you want to add next? Well, I'll have another split layout, please. And you can see that the layout is swapped around this time. The image is going to be on the right-hand side and I can add my text on the left-hand side. Right, let's grab the next section of text where I'm speaking about the characters in the film. Now, you can use your own section titles, or you can copy mine if you'd like. But if you aim to write around 50 words for each section, that'll give you a really good, lengthy film review. Right, so there's the characters. Let's go back into the image search and find a suitable image. So now I'm just going to follow the same process and keep adding split layouts for each section of my review. Right, I've got all of my sections built and my web page is looking great and a little bit spooky, to be honest. Now then, on my final section, you can see that I'm giving my final thoughts. And whenever you're doing a film review, it's always a good idea to give a score out of 5, a star rating. Now then, a little hack for you here, if you'd like to add a star rating, is if you open another tab on your browser and just search, I've just done a Google search for star emoji. And then I'm just going to copy this emoji here, and then I can bring it back over to Adobe Express into the web page editor, add another section of text underneath my final thoughts, and I can just paste that in. Maybe I gave Alma 4 stars, so I'm going to do Control V 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now then, if I click in there, this behaves just like any other text, so I can center it. But I can also choose header 1 if I want it to be big, header 2 a little bit smaller. I can even make it a quote and it'll go a little bit italic, or leave it as regular paragraph text. Now I quite like that header 1 massive text there, that looks great. Right, now then, let's finish this off. We're going to need to give it a suitable title, so click in the top left hand corner and give it your title. And what can you do with your finished web page? Well, you've got a few options. If you'd like to present your film review to the rest of your class, you could always put it on the whiteboard, click on present, and then it'll take your web page full page, and you can use this down arrow here in the bottom right hand corner, and that'll just move you from section to section and animate it in a really cool professional way. Or if you'd rather share it digitally, you can click on share and click publish to web, and that then is going to actually publish your web page to the internet as a website. And anybody who follows that link would be able to go and see your film review. Well, I hope you've had fun following along on this tutorial. We'll see you again on another digital challenge. Bye for now.